Hi guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we're in ChatGPT and we're in the desktop version, right? So what we're going to be doing in today's video is just to look at the browsing feature that ChatGPT has, right? Within ChatGPT. This is so cool, by the way. So definitely, I am well aware of the fact that there has been a lot of updates in the month of July, and I'm definitely going to go ahead to showcase a video on that. But in today's video, as I said, we're going to look at the browsing feature. So, of course, we're in new chat, and if it is that you follow my mouse or my pointer, you'll see that I'm going over here to the corner, and I'm going to click on this, right? And once you click on this, so I've already signed in, so it's going to come up like this. But if it is that you have not yet signed in, you'll see the option to select browser. So once you select browser, they want to find out if it is that you're a robot or not. So you have that option where you go ahead to select the images, and then you input your email address and your password. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and browse through, right? So, and what I like about this, right? It's like you're on any Chrome, Google, or whatever, right? Because you have your multiple tabs that you can actually have here, right? So as you can see here, I have a tab on YouTube and I have a tab on Google, right? So let's just go ahead and create another tab just to let you know that hey, it can be done, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and type, let's say LamoyG. Right? And just like that, my channel is right here. So guys, this makes it so easy and so convenient because a lot of times we're doing some work and we're going back YouTube to ChatGPT, YouTube to ChatGPT, and to be able, well, not just YouTube, but any other website and that ChatGPT, but to be able to have it all in one, that is so convenient, right? So definitely I have this channel right here, and of course, previously I had a browsing history here of me talking about how the brain works, right? So let's just go ahead and let me click something here. Let's click on this, right? So this is basically a website, basically just explaining how the brain works. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead to copy this link, and I'm gonna go over to ChatGPT work. I'm gonna say based on the below link information on the brain. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my link right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on submit. So while it's submitting over there, okay, let's just wait. Oh, guys, and I'm sure that you all know that we have ChatGPT work, and with ChatGPT work, as the Help Center said, it actually does the work for you. But of course, you definitely have to go ahead to input something, and it will actually just go in stages, right, as regards to what it is that it's doing. If it is that it finds that whatever it is that you're prompting is difficult, it will go ahead to like ask you questions just to ensure that they give you the most accurate answer. But here we are. So as you can see, based on our browsing link that we have here, ChatGPT Work was able to provide us a summary of the brain and also to provide us the main points based on the link that we have here, right? So you see how convenient this is, right? Just to use one screen and get your work done, right? So let's go back over to here. So I'm just going to close back off that part and zoom this part over on our browsing history. Right. So if it is that you just want to focus on the browsing history, we can definitely go over on this side, right? And if you click on these three dots, right, of course, you'll see where you can actually go ahead to take a screenshot. You can do your downloads, you have password and so forth. But we're going to go ahead to focus on browsing settings. So once you click on browsing settings, right, you'll actually go to general. And in general, you can actually select whether it is that you want for your links to be go through ChatGPT or default by browser. So ChatGPT already select for us ChatGPT, but of course, if it is that you want to unselect it, you can. But for me, it's like we're in already in ChatGPT, so why not just allow them to do them thing, right? And of course, here we have the autofill and passwords. We have downloads. And of course, you can go ahead to change the location of to which you want for your downloads to go. And you have your download history and so forth. And here we have permission, right? So this is where you actually give permission as regards to your camera, your microphone, right? And approval for different websites. So I am going to always keep on the option that says ask, always ask, because sometimes you just never know, right? And lastly, we have the site permission. So with the site permission, right, all you have to do is go ahead to add your link. So whether it is that it's a Facebook link, it's a TikTok link, it's a YouTube link, right? Once it is that you had it here, automatically, ChatGPT will know that, hey, they have full permission to this, right? So let's just go back a bit. Right, and again, we're in our browsing section. These parties are so cool. Okay, and we also have this part. So this is the annotate, right? So this is where you can actually go ahead to, as you can see, this paragraph, if it is that you want it, you go ahead here. Oh, great. No more most want to give me problem. Right, but you get the picture. Let me get, let me just go back off that and take this off Zoom. All right. So basically, guys, this is some of the features that you can actually use within ChatGPT, right? And as I said, this update is really convenient for anyone that does research, right, and actually have to go back and forth. I hope you found it helpful. And of course, I'm definitely coming with that video for July, right? Updates. See you in my next one, guys.